One important concept you'll encounter as a product manager is version control. And part of that is complicated sounding jargon like Git and GitHub. But really, these aren't so complicated at all. Let's dive in and have a look. Version control is the ability to manage changes in content and configuration of a product, most often a software application. You can probably think about this with your own work. Say you're writing a detailed report over a few days. As it progresses, you make changes and overwrite old content. Later, you decide that some of that earlier content was really good, but you deleted it and overwrote it in your working version. Well, hopefully you have a really good backup strategy and get that older version with the original content. This is a simple example where keeping and managing versions may have been helpful. But now let's magnify the problem. Now it's not a written report, but a huge software development project, and there are a lot of developers working on it. Now there's a lot of potential for mass confusion with inconsistent file names, uncertainty about the current version, and developers accidentally overwriting someone else's work or duplicating effort. Version control is a way to solve these issues. The original version control system was called CVS, which stands for Concurrent Versioning System. Subversion, or SVN, came along in 2000 and is still widely used today. These systems kept a single master copy of a project in a central repository, a master stash of all the files, where all workers pulled a copy to work on and then submitted changes back, which were checked for conflicts with other changes and then finally recorded. SVN systems are pretty slow. Today, not only do large teams work on projects, but these teams may be located around the globe. The latest and most popular incarnation of version control is called Git. Originally made in 2005, it's definitely the most popular version control system out there. Git is a big advancement because it's what's referred to as distributed version control. Along with a central repository, now there are multiple repositories located near the workers. Each worker works from that local repository and later submits changes to the central one. Distributed version control systems such as Git speed up development time a lot. You've probably also heard of a thing called GitHub. GitHub is a company that essentially just took Git, hosted it online, and made it really easy to create and manage repositories through the web. Developers can easily share their code with team members securely and globally without setting up their own servers. They can invite others to contribute and manage just about everything with a nice web interface instead of a complex text-only terminal. Others have used GitHub to make their project repository public, also known as making them open source. This allows the general public to search for and contribute to coding projects that they're interested in. If you hear someone saying that something is open source or that they're contributing to open source software, it's likely that they're doing this through GitHub. All right, so that's it. Version control is just software that's used to keep track of changes and manage a large project that has many contributors. It's highly likely that you'll be using Git or GitHub at a modern organization, but understanding how and why it all works is key to engaging with technical folks in your day-to-day work.